Uh, Good morning, students. So today in this video we are going to discuss about the concept of revaluation. Revaluation account is prepared at the time of the admission of a partner or at the time of the retirement of a partner or death of a partner. Even if there is a change in the profit sharing ratio, we can prepare the revaluation account. It's a normal process which needs to be followed because the whole profit sharing ratio is changing and the partnership firm is undergoing some sort of a transformation. Therefore, it is essential to revalue the assets and liabilities. Let us understand this with the help of an example. Students, first thing we need to understand is that revaluation account is a nominal account. And the rule for a nominal account is that we debit all expenses and losses and we credit all incomes and gains. Alternatively, we can also say that all expenses and losses are shown on the debit side of the revaluation account and all incomes and gains are shown on the credit side of the revaluation account. Now the question comes, how are we going to show the increase or decrease in the value of the assets and liabilities on debit or the credit side? So any increase in the value of the asset is basically a favorable situation to the firm. It is an income to the firm. Therefore, it is shown on the credit side. Any decrease in the value of the liability is also a favorable situation because it is reducing the outside obligations of the firm. Therefore, it will be shown on the credit side. Any increase in the liability increases the obligation of the firm. Therefore, it's a loss and shown on the debit side of the revaluation account. Any decrease in asset or the decrease in the value of the asset is also a loss to the firm. Once we have placed all these values on the credit side and the debit side according to their increase and decrease, we find the sum of the credit side and we find the sum of the values on the debit side. If the credit is more than the debit, there is a profit, and if the debit is more than the credit, there is a loss. Please note that the profit is to be distributed amongst the old partners in the old profit sharing ratio, and the loss has to be shared amongst the old partners in the old PSR. Another point which you need to keep in mind is that only increase or the decrease in the value of the assets or liabilities is recorded, not the absolute values. So that's it from my side for the revaluation account. Thank you so much. In case you have any doubts with respect to this topic, you can write in the comment box. You can also WhatsApp me your doubts on my mobile number which is given in the chat.